Greetings and salutations, every pony. Once again I return, a lot quicker than last time actually. I hope I can keep that up. Sixth form college started back up on Tuesday for me, and I'm sure new terms and semesters will be as well around this time. So I will of course be a bit busy with life in general, but I will always find time for my readings. I love this channel so much, and I'm glad to hear that those who've watched my videos do too. So, the story I've brought for you all today is called Cuddling is the Best Remedy. It's a cuddle fic told second person starring the lovely mare that is Rainbow Dash. So, that's it. My usual thanks to everyone who's tuned in to listen, and let's go! Cuddling is the Best Remedy by TheFimFicCritic. The ping of a heart monitor fills your ears as you slowly wake. The only thing you remember from the injury that got you here is that... Well, okay, you can't remember, and that worries you. Your eyes are still closed as the door to your room opens. A silent gasp graces your ears. The light clip-clop of hooves is heading in your direction. You suddenly feel something way down the side of the bed. You can only guess who it is.
I'm here, my love,
a soft, scratchy voice says. Dashi? You groan out, opening an eye. Her cyan face is graced with tear stains. It saddens you to see that. Her beautiful rose eyes are puffy and red, and her rainbow mane is unkempt and down. You give her a smile and she returns it, albeit rather sadly. Quietly, you whisper to her, "Get up here," before giving a hand gesture. Rainbow Dash gladly accepts, immediately jumping onto the bed and laying down on your chest. She gently nuzzles your neck before resting her head right over your heart. The beat relaxes her, and she lets out a loving sigh. You wrap an arm around her, holding her tightly against you. Your free hand goes to her mane, and you gently run your fingers through it. Dash shivers and wraps her forehooves tightly around your chest as you continue to lovingly caress her mane. You savour the moment of having her so close to you. Rainbow suddenly begins to gently sob against you. She nuzzles her head where she hears your heart beating and sobs again. She moves her head to the centre of your chest and gently begins to burrow her muzzle into it, still sobbing. You move your hand to her chin and slowly raise her head to meet yours. Tears stream down her face as you look into her eyes. Your heart sinks at the sight. You have never seen her cry before. You take your hand from her mane and gently rest it on her left cheek. Dash leans into your loving touch fondly, and you lean in and gently kiss her forehead.
I was scared,
she admits to you. Never would you have thought you would hear that from her, so you ask her what she is afraid of. Her eyes hold a fear of loneliness in them, and you suddenly regret asking her.
Afraid of losing you.
Dash is on the verge of tears again, but she continues.
You mean so much to me. I don't want to be alone. Not again. Not ever again. I need you.
You notice the pleading in her voice. She is pouring her soul out to you, so you let her continue.
You've made me the happiest I've ever been. I don't know what I would do if I lost you. Please don't ever leave me.
She cries. Her tears make your heart ache. Gently you pull her from your chest and lay her beside you. Pulling the hospital blanket over the both of you, you both get comfortable. You then wrap your arms around Rainbow, pulling her close to your chest once more. Happy to be in your embrace, she rubs her face into you. Moments like these you cherish most, when it is just you and her holding each other close. As you lay there enjoying the intimacy of the moment, your mind begins to wander. It's no surprise Dash is this concerned about you, and it warms your heart that she is, but it makes you wonder what kind of injury you have. You hope it's nothing too serious or life-threatening. Images of Dash alone and crying at your tombstone fill your head. Your chest tightens at the image and your heart begins to ache once more. Cringing at the thought, you shake the image away, tightening your embrace around Rainbow. She responds with a content sigh, raising her head to kiss you gently before resting her head on your pillow. She looks deep into your eyes and leans her forehead against yours. You raise one hand off her while the other stays around her to gently cup her soft furry cheek in your hand. She opens one eye as your thumb gently caresses her cheek. Her eye twinkles with the depths of her love for you as she leans her head into your touch. She is always so passionate, so caring, and so loving, and you absolutely love that about her. She can't sleep unless you're with her, to hold her, to keep her safe, to be near her. You know that she needs you to be beside her. You know Rainbow will take time off work so she could be with you for your recovery, and you'll be damned if Rainbow is not allowed to stay after visiting hours. Now that you are thinking about it, Dash does have a history here. Maybe you could... Your thoughts are cut off by Rainbow murmuring your name. Looking down, you notice both of your arms are around her once more, her breathing soft and steady, eyes closed, and a smile on her lips. The door to your room is open, but slowly closing thanks to an open window. Looking left, there is a bedside table with a note. Reluctantly, you take one arm off of Rainbow and slowly, as to not disturb her, reach for the note. Bringing the note in for a closer inspection, you see it is from the Lavender Unicorn Twilight Sparkle. The note reads, "Dear Mr. Anon, I have talked to the hospital staff about Rainbow staying, and after a longer than it should have been debate, the hospital staff have agreed to let Rainbow stay. Oh, and before I forget, you have a broken leg and a minor concussion. You will be in the hospital for about 3 weeks. But look at it this way. At least you will be able to spend plenty of time with Rainbow Dash. Yours truly, Twilight Sparkle." You place the note back on the table and look at the mare in your arms. Placing a hand on her head, you gently begin stroking her mane, enjoying the soft and silky feeling of it. She sighs lovingly before whispering your name and nuzzling her head into the crook of your neck. Your heart melts and a smile dawns your lips. You lean your head down and gently kiss Dash on the forehead. She sighs once more and whispers your name again. You rest your chin on her head and close your eyes for some sleep. Through the night, you two stay embraced, your grip around Dash is tight and never loosening. Your dreams are filled with happiness along the road to recovery, and when you wake up in the morning, you know you will always have her beside you, every step of the way. That fact alone fills your dreams with comfort and happiness. Rainbow is smiling in her sleep, and so are you. As the moon lowers to bring forth the morning, the two of you remain embraced. Even as the sun rises and bathes you two in its warmth, you remain sleeping. Dash constantly nuzzles herself closer to you, and you subconsciously allow her to do so. As you wake up, you feel your lover nuzzle her head into your neck, sighing contentedly. You smile and rest your chin on her head. You feel content knowing that she seeks your comfort even as she sleeps. You're not exactly sure why, though. Then again, Dash did tell you that you could not even begin to understand the depths of her love for you. It's funny, really. Back home, every woman you met took your golden heart for granted. But here is a mare who loves you with every fibre of her being. As she lays here by your side, you can't help but feel loved and cared for. Your thoughts are cut short when a nurse comes in to take your blood pressure and temperature. With her business done, she walks out. You were completely baffled as to why she didn't ask why Rainbow was in your hospital bed, though you only shove that to the back of your head and refocus on your mare. She is still asleep. You are not surprised. Dash will probably be asleep for the next hour or so if nothing wakes her up. She gently wiggles in her sleep, trying to press more of her fuzzy body against you. Her left wing is draped across your body, holding you in a sense. You manage to roll onto your side, though the Pegasus snuggling against you is making it hard to do so. Dash groans in displeasure at your movement. She is probably afraid of you getting up to leave her, But once you place your arms around her, she wriggles closer to you and buries her head in your chest. It is almost too much for your heart to take. The warmth spreading through your heart hurts. Why does Dash have to be so adorable when she sleeps? It might have something to do with the loyalty thing, but you are sure it is her romantic side trying to escape from her sleep. All she wants to do when she is alone with you at the house is cuddle and sleep. Dash may not be much of a romantic with you in public, but when you two are alone, she is the most loving mare ever. She stays close to you and gives you loving smiles, nuzzles, and gazes. It's almost as if...
Hey.
You look down and see Rainbow's beautiful eyes looking at you.
What were you thinking about?
She asks tiredly. Nothing much, my love. You respond, kissing her forehead. She yawns and closes her eyes again, nestling closer to you.
I love you,
she says softly, her head lying next to yours. You smile and pull her closer to you. Her head nestles under your neck. I love you too, Rainbow, you respond softly. She giggles and squirms a little in your arms, trying her best to get as close to you as possible. Rainbow wraps her forehooves around your neck, giving you a soft squeeze before drifting back to sleep. You may have a long recovery, and you may be in pain, but as long as you have Rainbow beside you, you really do not care what life throws at you, just as long as your arms are around her at the end of each day. Bonus chapter: Recovery. The day here in Ponyville Hospital has been rather slow. Dash is beside you, and the headaches from your injury are gone. Granted, Dash has been rather clingy since your injury, but that's okay in your book. Rainbow Dash stretches and yawns immediately after.
Hey, as much as I want to be beside you right now, I really need to do something.
You chuckle a bit in response. What? Am I really that boring? You ask her.
No. I was just going to get a book from the library,
she states matter-of-factly. You laugh and kiss her lips, feeling her soft fur tickling your own. You place your hand in her colourful mane, gently stroking it as she deepens the kiss, savouring the feeling of her body being pressed against yours. A few moments later, you break the kiss and look deep into her eyes. A smile adorns her lips, and her beautiful rose eyes shine with happiness.
I'll be right back, okay?
She says softly as she hops off of the hospital bed. I know, Dash. You grasp one of her forehooves and look into her eyes. I love you. She leans up and plants a soft kiss on your cheek.
I love you too.
With that, she turns around and walks out of the room. Alone once more, you sigh dejectedly and look to your right, just wishing she was there. You know she won't be gone long, but you can't help but feel oh so lonely when she is gone. A couple of minutes pass and your heart begins to ache a bit. You clutch your chest and think about her smiling face. It helps.
I'm back.
You look over, and as you expected, Rainbow is holding a Daring Do book in her hoof. Daring Do and the Kingdom of the Crystal Pony? You ask.
Yep,
Dash replies. You shiver.
Oh, come on. It's not that bad,
she says. You can't help but shiver again. Rainbow scoffs before placing the book on the bedside table and hopping back onto the bed with you. She lays her head on the pillow and gets comfortable. You wrap your arms around her once more. Would it sound sappy if I said I missed you even though you were only gone 10 minutes? You ask Rainbow.
Yeah, but that's what I love about you,
she says. You smile and kiss her, her soft fur tickling the sensitive nerves of your lips. She smiles and nuzzles you, her soft cheek rubbing against yours. Closing your eyes, you focus on the rising and falling of her torso and her breath washing across your face. It makes this moment so very peaceful and beautiful. You give her a gentle squeeze, and she sighs.
I love this,
she says. You chuckle and snuggle closer to her.
I love it when you hold me.
I love holding you, Dash. Dash chuckles.
When did we get this sappy?
A little while after we said our first I love you, you respond. You can't hold back the smile forming on your face. Her cyan face displays the happiness she feels at that moment. You can't help but kiss her forehead again. She smiles and kisses you back. You reach up and ruffle her mane a bit for that. She giggles.
Knock it off.
You smile and giggle with her. As you fill the air with the happiness you both feel, you share a couple of tender kisses, adding to the joy of the moment. You can feel the warmth radiating in your heart as she fills the air with her beautiful voice. Rainbow leans her forehead against yours.
I love you,
she says softly. You look into the eyes of your lover, her eyes sparkling with the depths of her love for you. You lean in and kiss her lips for a few seconds and say, I love you too, Rainbow. Those 3 words always warm your heart. There is just something about saying I love you that makes your heart fly to new heights, whether it is the look of joy on Rainbow's face or the burst of happiness that fills her eyes as you say those words. But those 3 magic words mean the world to you and Rainbow Dash. As Rainbow snuggles against you, you think about how magical the words I love you are. When you and Rainbow shared your first I love you, you two were in the privacy of your home. She was trying her best to remain composed and confident, and you tried to stop yourself from stuttering. You managed to say I love you without stuttering, and she immediately tackled you, nuzzling your neck as she hugged you tightly. That night, the 2 of you shared your bed for the first time. You actually had her head resting by your side. It was the first time you had some pony to hold in your arms as you slept. It was the first time you felt a warm body pressed against yours instead of the pillow you used to hold. The first night you felt happy. You sigh at the fond memory and look at the pony in your arms. Like always, she has a smile on her face. Her eyes are closed and her breathing serves to relax you. Her beautiful form in your arms makes life worth living. You do not know what you would do without her beside you. It is quiet moments like these that make you feel content and have a purpose in life. You live just for her, and that is all you will ever live for. Rainbow's breathing soft and steady now, indicating she has fallen asleep in your arms once again. You lightly chuckle and snuggle closer to your mare. You softly kiss her and close your eyes, hoping to dream beside her as you always do. Sleep comes easy to you as you focus on her breathing and nuzzles as she attempts to get closer to you. You drift off, knowing that when you wake up, she will be beside you and be there to say how much she loves you. The end. Aww. Dashy's so cute, isn't she? So there we go. I hope every pony enjoyed that and all your hearts are still intact. Next time we shall be off into the realm of the night, as I shall be bringing you a lunar story. So, until then, I bid you farewell, every pony.